Hi, my name is Heather Marie Annis, and I am playing Charlotte Corday in this version of Marat.
I'm curious, tell me about your character.
About my character. Well, so I kind of have two characters. They're layered because there's the patient who's then playing a character of Charlotte Corday, who is a historical figure and killed this man that we speak of, to do her part of saving people in the revolution. She killed one to save thousands. This is what she said, anyway.
Tell me about getting into the headspace of Charlotte and specifically that logic. I mean, how do you get around the moral dilemma of fighting violence with violence?
Well, I guess when you're watching what's happening and sort of taking it in, because you're seeing throughout the play, the character is seeing all this horrible death around her, and to her the cause of this is Marat. So it's sort of really easy to justify because you're trying to do good. And this seems to be the breaking point and the only way that she can figure out how to do it. And because she was a nun, this is not it's not the first thing that's like popping into her head. She's been through many different ideas, and this is the final straw, so to speak.
And tell me about the other layer of your character, the patient layer.
The patient layer, yes. Well, we were each diagnosed with a different condition or illness, and I was given Asperger's for my patient, which is then everything is amplified by the fact that we are being tortured basically as patients and misdiagnosed and given all sorts of horrible treatments. So it's been really interesting to do the research on the different conditions and how those apply to the play and the character, and how it can then cross over into your character that you're playing as the patient. So there's a lot of layering, which is really challenging and fascinating as an actor.
How have you been addressing those challenges? What kind of research or preparation have you been doing?
I've been looking for through lines that can apply to both or all of the layers, such as for me, having fixations sort of has been bringing them all together, and then I have moments where things are separate.
You're very well known around the Toronto theatre community as Moro of Moro and Jazz.
As a clown, yeah.
As a clown, yes. Which is obviously a markedly different type of character than the one you were playing in this production. Tell me about either the challenges or joys, or just general experience of shifting from, such a different genre into this one.
Yeah. Well, in my clown training that I've done, and a lot of it, there's a lot of exploration of emotions and how to shift through those emotions and connecting to body or emotional memories, and that I find that helps me with a lot of my other performance, because it allows access to different points and different emotional points, and so in some ways it's really fascinating to take that training and to see what applies in regular acting.
Have you made any discoveries as a performer, or even just as a human being through this piece?
Yeah, and I make new ones every rehearsal because there's a lot of Corday gets touched a lot. And so I'm discovering how I respond to that and how hard it is not to react, because there are moments where I'm not supposed to react to it so much, and that's very challenging for me, especially when it's a moment where I'm being in a way that's not necessarily pleasant. So it's been really interesting to try to figure out how I feel about that as a performer, and how all the layers of my character feel about that, and how to make it clear and clean so that you don't have all that noise that's going on in my head, and we're getting a clear message for the audience. So it's not a battle of different voices just being muddled.
Thanks so much.